What's up, guys? This is Jay Morikami, your friend neighborhood 41-year-old newbie online entrepreneur. Sharing his journeys, sharing his struggles and his victories, so you don't have to waste your time, your energy, and your money, so you can have a successful online business to create a life that you love, to live your life in your passionate way, and get out of that 9-to-5 slavery life. All right, guys. Today's another share for today will be about my wife. I like to talk about my wife, because after I started my business and I really, my entrepreneurial journey has really started, and I really, I even kept studying after I started doing my own business, because developing yourself, I thought it was very important to be a successful entrepreneur. You have to learn more. You have to learn more, even when you have to study more and learn more. Then I think than you were when you were an employee. And as I was doing that, I was teaching my son, because sports, I think sports and entrepreneurship has a lot of things in common. And I was teaching my son a lot of things that might help him in his sports. Well, he was still, how old was he? 9 years old or something? It's kind of hard to teach a lot of, important mindset stuff to a 9-year-old kid. But, that would be also be a part of my education, to be able to teach, to make everything, dumb it down, and to make everything understandable, even for a 5th grader. Well, I was doing that, when I was talking to my son every time when I learned something new that might help him, for him to grow and expand. And because my son's dream is to be a professional soccer player, while I was doing that mini mentoring with my son, my wife was listening, and at that time, my wife was working at a local bank, very stressful, boring life, she was always complaining. Yes, she was complaining to me. I don't know why she was complaining to me, because she's the one that choose to work at that bank. I didn't ask her. She wanted to work at that bank, and usually when she wants to do something, I always let her. I don't want her for asking permissions from me, because we're married, but it's her life. She has the right to do whatever she wants. I didn't stop her, but after a couple of years, well, she was basically a part-timer, because she had to take care of our son while she was working, but the work was almost, she was underpaid, but she was, but they demanded her so much. And my wife is good, I think she's a person that should go outside and work instead of being staying home and being like a regular mom, but so when she starts doing something, she goes for it, she really does it. So even though she was a part-timer, her job, her skills and abilities, she was doing a way better job than the full-time guys, So that's what made her I think that was another reason that she was so stressed and sometimes a little bit pissed off. I don't know why, but she used to bring it on me. But at that time, she was also maybe that was the reason that she started to study yoga. Yes, and something got into her, maybe that yoga stuff, got into her, and she started to really, really like that yoga, learning yoga and doing yoga, practicing yoga. And, and she started to teach, I think maybe once a week, she rented a community center or a hall and gathered some friends who were also interested in yoga, and she started to teach, you know. So while she was in that, you know, journey, working in a bank and also doing some yoga and teaching to some of her friends once a week, you know, while she was doing that, you know, I was starting my own business and I was teaching the stuff that I thought that would help my son so he can, you know, be more smarter and have that work ethic if he really is, you know, if he really thinks he wants to be a professional soccer player. But my wife was listening to that all, you know, and she was the one who got, you know, inspired, and she started her new yoga studio. She quit her bank job, you know, and right now she has around maybe 150 students. You know, we're not living in a big city in Japan, you know. We're almost 1.5 hours away from Tokyo, you know. Quite rural place, you know, very nice place. But it's not a city place where there's a lot of people. But she got all those people, you know, and she started to hire, you know, she couldn't teach all of them. So she started to hire other yoga teachers to teach in her studio, you know. And, you know, she also uses me. She, you know, she makes me involved into her business. So that's why I'm also quite busy. Yeah. But, you know, I was kind of worried because I don't believe in, you know, that's why in the doing a regular business. That's one of the reasons I started to started my online business journey, because when you're starting a regular, what do you say that? A brick and mortar business. Yeah. You know, a brick and mortar business involves, you know, you have to have a lot of money, capital, you know, it consumes time, and it also, you know, you have to deal with a lot of employees, you know, managing people. You have to pay for, you know, you have to worry about the, you know, paying them. You have to also worry about educating your, you know, your employees. You know, that takes a lot of time, you know, because, you know, you have the responsibility, not just teaching or educating your, you know, staff, you know, is not the big problem, because if you don't do that right, you know, you're not going to be able to satisfy your clients, your customers, your students, you know. That's what you gotta keep in mind when you're educating people, you know. You have to educate based on the, you know, to satisfy your clients and customers. And that's quite time consuming as I watch her, you know. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons I'm starting my own business, man. You know, you have to deal with a lot of people, but when you're doing business online, you don't have to do that, you know. And you can, you know, you can ask for help only when you need it, when you're doing an online business. You know, like when you want to create a website, do some graphic designs, or, you know, edit some of your videos or that kind of stuff. You can go online and find someone who is specifically doing that as a service, you know, at a very cheap price than hiring someone in your local area. Okay, that's one of the great things doing business online. So it doesn't take a lot of money, it doesn't take a lot of capital, you know. All I have to do is take action. Okay, guys, so if you're considering, you know, to start a business, doing an online business, getting on, you know, starting your online journey, I think you should start doing it. All right, guys, I hope this helps. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you're watching this on Insta, give me a big red heart, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.